It's that time again. One more hour of that great American pastime. Sando! That's all I do. So, might as well do this. Turn it this way. I'm going to sand open bays tonight. Do this open bay here. I got the leading edges good. I'll do the open bay. And let's see here. Meet. Oh man. Two washers. Sando di Sando. Kind of boring. I don't expect a whole lot of people to sit and watch me sand this thing out. But I got just a few more days to get it ready to go for Saturday. It won't be sanded perfect, but it'll be close enough for another coat of clear to get that ink sealed off, and then I can ink it and put the final coat on it. It's already at 55 ounces, so I don't want to put much more on it. If you wanted it beautiful, I could send it over the top in a heartbeat. I could make her 70 ounces in front row for sure. But I would rather have a good flying airplane than a beautiful airplane. Should be plenty good looking. Four watchers. You guys are glutton for punishment. Be very careful on the cap strips because you can go right through them in a heartbeat, even with 1000 grit sandpaper. Ask me how I know. Stay off the edges because you can cut the paper. This step is kind of finicky. You just have to practice and be super careful not to get too aggressive. And it doesn't take long to sand it out. You want it to look flat. You'll get the shine off everything. That's it. I guess we can do the fuselage. Then I'll flip it over and do the bottom tomorrow night. Already did that wing. From where you're at, you probably can't see much difference. But from where I'm at, it looks kind of crappy. Have to dust some white there. I don't know what that is, but we'll get that out of there. We'll get it out of there. Come on, I just seen it. Where did it go? Fall on the floor and under the bench? Probably. There it is. Had a thing. Had a guy. I had to refund him his money for a t-shirt. If you're looking for t-shirts and it's on Stun Hanger, I don't sell t-shirts anymore. If there's a link on Stun Hanger with a t-shirt, please let me know so I can get rid of that page. Teespring is selling all the t-shirts for us. I don't sell t-shirts anymore. It's way too much work. Like I don't have enough work to do as is. If you look there, you can see the clear on the paper. What the water or Windex is for is to clear the grit so you don't put big scratches in it. You don't want to feel any lines. We gotta ink her up. We gotta have the clear on it. We'll start inking it next week. Oh. See? You could hear it. And it got dry. You gotta listen. You don't think 1000 grit sandpaper is very aggressive, but it certainly is. I could sand it right down to the wood, no problem. Take a while, but let's see how it looks. And by the way, this is where the strength comes from, getting it all uniform, like Monocoat. I could polish it from here. I wouldn't even have to put another coat of clear on, but I'm shooting for that extra little extra that I normally don't do. My high roller was at this position right here, and it was in the 60s. And I said, forget it, we're not going to put any more clear on it. I just polished it, and I think it got 17 points, or 18. 17 or 18. I'm always there. First 3 rows. You hear that thing grind in there? Right there. Get that all off. It'll sound smooth. Gary Sinclair asked me if I'm going to put gold flake in it. I don't think so. The pearl wouldn't come until I went back to St. Louis anyway. So I think, depending on what it weighs, you know. That has to go on the very final top coat of clear. Danny, get out of the chair and back in the garage and start sanding. Out of the chair, into the garage. Well, I didn't figure you guys would last long watching me sand. But just know that this is what I'll be doing. See that? That's all clear. Hey, Mike. Well, it's not looking good yet. It won't look good until Saturday. Saturday I expect it to glisten like a diamond. Unless something happens. Blushing. I got plenty of retarder in it, so I don't think it will. My paint is a mix. That's all I get. When I'm out of paint, I'm 100% done painting. That would be 1 quart of paint on this airplane. Well, thank you. The only thing left to add is the 2 little skunks. I'll do that Thursday night. I'll stick them on there and tape it off so you can airbrush them on before the next coat of clear. Like I say, guys wanted the checkerboards up there. I'm not bothering with it. Too much hassle. We'll just put the little skunk right here. I might put a name up there on the nose. That little skunk will right there. Feels pretty smooth. Listen. Can you hear that? That's no good. Gotta get that off of there. So when you're sanding, be listening. It'll also it'll also drag less. It'll be like glass, like you're sand and ice or whatever. That way you know you get all the peel off of it. But you got to be watching too, because if you get too light, it'll go right through. Hey, Yogi. I'm leaving dirty handprints on it. Thought my hands were clean. I guess I better wash them. Let me wash my hands, cleanser. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad for 6 months' work. If you look, all of it's, well, I would say 90% of it's posted online, the starting of the build. I think I'll go back and make a playlist and maybe do a video. Try to condense 6 months down into an hour. Of how the build went, the wing, the fuselage, the thought process, even the drawing of this paint scheme, which I normally don't do. I don't normally draw out airplanes either, but there is a drawing for this one. Couple of I think it's going to get even though I'm coming up on weight, I think I'm going to do red, orange, yellow stripes here. Real small, keep it light. I'll do that, probably tape them off Thursday or Friday night. We'll start taping those. This is Tuesday. So we'll do 3 stripes here, 3 stripes on the bottom, red, orange, yellow. Airbrush them on real light. To airbrush the skunk and shoot a coat of clear on it Saturday. Clear is the most important part. I got to get another coat of clear on. If I do the stripes later, I can do that. No big deal. You know, I got a pipe here, and I was looking at it. I could have made this a piped airplane, but it would have cost me another 2 ounces. And I think the muffled engine will be just fine. It'll be fine. I have this spot to fix too. A little dent. See, I got that already. I need to sand this. I'm gonna have to backmask that. Little splits there, little splits there. Can't get this flap. Can't get this flap wet. I'll have the ink off of it and I'll have to do that again. I need to put some CA on this other wood piece here. Get it sanded out. Oop. Yeah, this one here. Some more sanding. Take that off. 7/64, 332. Yep. CA finish on this. I wish these were lighter, but there's not much I can do about it. You gotta have some substantial thing there to hold on things on, or else they'll break off when you're landing grass or whatever. Of course, I'll lose a little bit of weight on the wire because I got an inch of wire, inch and a half of wire sticking out, and I only need ½ inch. So, but it's so negligible. CA finish. Let me show you this. It's real simple. Don't get your fingers glued to it. That's kind of rough, no big deal. Make sure you get all the wood saturated. What do I do with the knife? Certainly don't want to carry around any more than I have to, so I got to scrape off the excess glue. probably going to take some aqua green and go in that crack right there, because I do want it to look good. If I was strictly going for weight, there wouldn't be any of this nonsense on it. It'd be just a piece of wire and that'd be it. So let's do that. Let's aqua green them up, because when I sand it, it'll be sanded one time. Okay, get some green over here in the box. I think it's in this box. I hope it's in this box. Yeah, sandpaper's in this box. It's 180. 20. Nope, that must be over here in this box. Nope. Well, I got no clue where my aqua green is. I know it ain't up here. Everything's such in a disarray. Got the silver. Got this green. 80 grit. Put all the sandpaper in one. Man, that's a bummer, because I know I had it here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I knew I had it. Very sparing. Very sparingly with this stuff. If I had superfill here, I would probably do it with superfill. But we'll just sand all this off. I like sanding so much. Okay, we got it on there. I'll let this dry. Which is about 5 minutes. And we'll sand it all off. It's already drying. Back in the day, we used to use red lacquer putty. That red lacquer putty had lead in it. I don't know what this has got in it. It might have lead in it. It's awful heavy. This is 180. This is 180. I need another roll of 320. About out of 320. Got a few sheets here. We got enough to do this. Yeah, hit the like button. You guys ever seen putty dry that fast? Uh-oh, now what do we got? Bob McDonald. Hello, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
What's up?
Hey, did those hinges ever show up?
Yeah, I got them in St. Louis. When I get back to St. Louis, I'll send them to you.
Okay. I'm just starting to gather stuff to start to maybe build an airplane, and I was thinking, yeah, I haven't heard from Bob yet, so.
Yeah, I got them. I mean, no, I don't have any here because I boxed it all. I'm moving back.
Oh. Okay.
That's, you know, I got stuff scattered.
Yeah. Okay, just wondered what was going on. That's all.
All right, Bob. Hey, are you the one that made this Phelps prop for Randy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I make those.
And the Bali too? The Bali.
3-blade, or I make almost everything he sells.
The 2-blade.
Probably.
It looks like a Bali clone.
Yeah, that'd be me.
All right, buddy.
Which one is it? I got a couple different Bali clones.
They're 13 4.5.
Yeah, that's one of mine. That sounds right.
Yeah. Does that work pretty good on a 65?
It should, yeah.
Yeah, I got one each of those props. All right.
Okay, man. We'll see you.
All right, buddy. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
I got everybody that's... I know what's going on. I'm going to give Bob some of my hinges to try. Well, this should look pretty good. Wish it was lighter. Not much I can do though. Not much I can do. Now you saw that I just smeared CA on this wood, and I've sanded it. It's ready to paint. I put a small fillet of the acryl in that to kind of hide the seam. She's ready to go. Still too green there. What do you guys think about my plan for an hour a day, and pretty soon you got an airplane? Pretty simple. These guys that tell me they don't have any time, I ain't buying it. Just got to get out of that easy chair, Danny, and get out in the garage and sand. Only takes an hour. But I would advise immediately after you get done with the gnats, that you get home and you plan next year's airplane. And don't just plan it. Do it. Sit down and start cutting wood. You can work on other projects after you get next year's airplane done. Because if you procrastinate and say, well, I'll wait till it gets closer to the gnats, you will not get it finished. I started on that Magnum. And I'm going to finish the Magnum. That's not a... I'm going to finish my Thunderbolt too. I'll have both those airplanes for this year. I'll have the Thunderbolt, this one, and the Magnum ready to go for this year. I lost interest in the Thunderbolt because of the weight. If it would have come out at this weight, that'd have been flying this year. But it's a big block with big weight. It's going to be in the 65 ounce range. 10 ounces heavier than this. Same wing. It's just not worth it. I like the hour per day. If you miss an odd day, you get lots of work done. Yeah. If you got nothing to do Saturday, you just go in the garage and start sanding for all day or whatever, ever how long you got. I screwed that up. Wasn't dry yet. Alright, we'll just put a little more back in there. Absolutely no reason why a guy can't get it done in an hour a day. But you have to be disciplined. You have to go... Don't go out in the garage and look at it for an hour a day. Get out in the garage and start doing something. This will need another sand out because I dug out some of this acryl. It wasn't quite dry. I already had some primer on it. This is just 64th ply cut to this shape with that piece of basswood that I put over the top of it. The basswood I think was 3 grams, 3 or 4. I've tried titanium wire, 1/8 inch titanium. wire your wheels sing with titanium. I got some leather fillets. You want me to send them to you, Gary? They were sent to me by Bill Sawyer. I remember leather fillets. How many guys know Bill Sawyer or who he was? He passed on. I even know where they are. They're on the bottom shelf at my house in St. Louis. Enough for one airplane. You're going to need some ambroid to put them on. I got some of that too. Yeah, I better stop sanding on these till this stuff gets dry, but that's how that's going to get finished out. Well, that camera's really bright on there. I think I need to let this. I'm fussing with it. It's not dry. You gotta let it dry. I want to sand most of that out of there. Be fussing. I used to use epoxylite for fillets. I never did like resin and epoxy and microballoons. It just didn't work for me. Too hard to sand. But I sure love superfill. That's some good shit, boy. Sand's as easy as balsa. So we're gonna lose a gram of wire off of there. That's something. What the hell happened to my tape? I guess I can use a new roll. I got plenty. Got a sleeve. So if I just keep tinkering on this, come Friday, she'll be ready to clear. And then it's tinker some more. The fillet lines came out real nice. Cowl line. I'm gonna get this putty off. So how do you get it off? Sando. .80 grit sandpaper. Can't sand too far because it'll start hurting and you'll stop sanding. It gets hot. Gets it off though. Any questions, guys? I mean, I like questions. We got a thing coming up for webinars I'm going to do for my paid subscribers. You have to give me your email address. We'll do a webinar. Got new software for that. So I got this wing to sand out. We got, what, 12 minutes. We won't get much done in 12 minutes. Maybe the leading edge here. It's got to start somewhere. What is a webinar? Well, that's where I can do PowerPoint and bring in slides. Interactive questions. You can join the stream. No, I'm not going to do gold leaf. I don't think it looked good on this airplane. Doesn't weigh anything. I just don't feel it would look right on this, on white. I can't remember seeing any gold leaf on white. I don't know. I'll think about it. You know, the more crap you add, the heavier it's going to get. Got to end somewhere. This is my replacement for that. That one is 55 ounces or 56 ounces, so we're right there as far as weight goes. This has a little bit better power plant in it than a Super Tiger 60, but hey, the Brian Gardner 60, you can't, you know, nothing to spit at. It works rather well. nothing wrong with a Brian Gardner 60. We get 6 minutes to sand. Starting to pull some black there. Stop sanding. You see some black swirls there? Time to stop sanding. In that spot anyway. And the clear is getting awful thin. I bet it'll take me a week to ink this. That's pretty good there. That's pretty good there. That's the second time over. It might get a third. 3 minutes. A little rough spot there. You hear it go away? The rough spot? We're done standing. We got 2 more sand outs just like this, just to make it right, or maybe 3 more sand outs, exactly the same thing. How that works is we're going to get another coat of clear on it. I'm going to ink it. I'm going to sand it, ink it, clear it, sand it, and polish it. So 3 more sand outs, just like this. The last sand out, the bone out, is with 5000 grit. And then polish. There's a couple of spots, just not much I can do about. Not much I can do about it. Well, that's our hour. Once again, I appreciate you watching, spending an hour with me, wasting an hour. I hope you learned something. Not much to teach on sanding over the web. Just a matter of how much do you want it. This thing's feeling solid. The tail looks great. Now back in the day, before I had a plotter, I used to do the same thing, but I did it by hand. It was a lot slower. Couldn't get that done in a day. It would take several. Same with the letters. The lettering used to be done, well, Wendy shows you how to do the lettering with tape. I don't. That's the way we did it back in the 70s. I don't want to deal with that. Sign plotter is so much easier. Just cut the stencil and spray it on, and you're done. I'm all about easy. Coming out pretty nice though. Will it be front row? Who knows. All I can do is my best. And everybody says, well, that'll be on. You got to go to the Nationals one time and see how many high quality airplanes are actually at the Nats. There's always, well, not always, there's one 20-pointer, maybe, and then there's 4 or 5 19s, and then there's 10 18s, and 15 17s, and you know, any one of those rows, 20, 19, 18, 17, could take the concourse. Because you can't tell, I mean, they're that close. It's really hard. It's hard to get on the front row. It really is. If they're really looking for what they're supposed to be looking for. If they're looking for spray shine, I will never be on the front row again. If they're looking for woodwork and the amount of work that goes in it, well, maybe I will, you know. All right, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you tomorrow night for another hour. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya. Yeah.